Hey yo, what is up, my folks? It's your boy FizzleTheHizzle, aka Ben here. Bringing you guys the NCL team builder for the round 1 playoffs in the NCL. I said NCL probably twice. It's been a while since I recorded this league, man. Definitely happy to make playoffs. First of all, in the beginning of the season, I made a couple of goals. One goal, I would be above 500, so my wins would outnumber my losses, and I'm what? 8-3, something like that. 9-3, I don't know. I definitely lost 3 games. That's all I know. But yeah, man, I'm pretty happy about that. I made playoffs. That's pretty dope. And we're facing Matt once again, man. We played him twice in the regular season. One, I beat him, even though my EV spread on Kiram was disgusting. And the other one I lost because it's a main match. And Rock Polish Red Ice, man. The Battle Factory set's coming in clutch, man. And yeah, man, I'm gonna be looking to get out of round 1, man. Forget it. The main goal of this league, I'm trying to win the league, bro. I'm trying to win the league. I want my 2nd championship. I'm tired of the DCDL championship ring, man. I want the NCL season 2 ring. You feel? So definitely gonna be shooting for the stars on that one. So I'm gonna go over my previous team that I brought before. This Excel Gore was just a hazard stacking, classic. I outsped everything on his team because it's a wax speed tiers, hidden power rock for the Volcarona out with Sash. I feel like he's definitely going to bring defoggers, seeing that I brought Excelgo last time. I brought Kecleon as a way to handle, what's it called, Volcarona and Latios better if Latios didn't have Sash Shock, which I definitely expected to bring that this time if he didn't last time. And as well as the Thunderous Incarnate, which can just run through my team, bro. Run through my team. And it's just a good switch in. Rock Tomb was there for hazard control, well, speed control and stuff like that. And Licky Licky was a Wish Protect set, mainly for my Kecleon and other things, probably the Gengar. But this was because he has a lot of things that can inflict status on me, like Volcarona can burn me, Donphan can Toxic, Decidueye, Registeel can Toxic, Weezing with Toxic Spike, stuff like that, man. And it's really specially defensive to handle Volcarona as well. Choice Scarf Kiram with his, look at these EVs, dude. I can't believe I made these EVs. Just disgusting. He outsped everything on his team and bopped everything on his team. And I do expect him to bring things that do handle the Kiram Black this time, because he probably watched my team builder. If he wanted to win this, he definitely watched my team builder from last time. So he can expect that Scarf Kiram might be coming, and I feel like he's going to prep for that. Titanium Z Gengar for the Registeel and Regice and stuff like that. I don't know if he brings Registeel or Regice this time, just because this set kind of runs to his team again, and he definitely he definitely saw it, killing the Mega Sharpedo. So I don't know if he's gonna bring Registeel or Regice or anything like that, but he might. He probably will, honestly. He's not gonna let this face him, but you know, U-turn, knockoff, Bullet Punch Roost, Scissor. Release Spadef for things like the Latios that may carry HP, like just for Latios that doesn't carry HP Fire, and it's really bulky because I can take hits from Mega Sharpedo, Donphan, Decidueye, Girder if it doesn't have Fire Punch, which I do expect it to bring really, and also helps out with the Thunderous. And I'm going like a completely different route this time. I'm just gonna list what he has because I've done this 3 times. I've reviewed his team 3 times. He has hazard setters in the form of Registeel and Donphan with rocks and Weezing with T-Spikes. He has loads of removal, just loads of removal. Defog with Latios, Thundy-Eye, Volcarona, Florges, and Decidueye, and Spin with Donphan. And he has Clerics with Florges, getting both Aromatherapy and Heal Bell, which is insane. It's broken. Just something that should not be allowed. Aromatherapy and Heal Bell is too OP. So, I'm trying to nerf that. And nothing changed for my draft, obviously. I'm really scared about this matchup, bro. I feel like we can definitely win this game. But like, it's so scary. But I feel like I brought some really good things. I did some mocks for the first time in a while. I'm doing mocks for the rest of this league, NCL, because I'm trying to win, of course. And WPL, because I'm trying to break my streak there. Get a better record there. And I feel like Scarf Emboar has a really good matchup, as you see. I only brought Emboar twice all season, so you might not expect Emboar. Like, if I am predict correctly, he's probably going to bring a Volcarona set with like a Fiery Dance or Fire Move, whatever. Bug Buzz, Giga Drain, Z Giga Drain probably for Merity and stuff like that. And that entire set gets walled by Emboar. And if he brings Psychic for the Emboar, then Merity can put in work. So it's kind of a good trade-off there. I don't expect him to bring anything to hit Emboar. Although, even if we're Scarf, Volcarona at +1 will always S-speed Emboar. Unless it's like really min speed for some reason. Flare Blitz is there just because his switch into this thing is Latios, Sharpedo, Donphan. That's it. Those are his only switch-ins to Flare Blitz. I guess Weezing in a way, but doesn't get a really good recovery. This thing just dents his team. It's really good wall breaker for us. And I believe it does like 50% to Sharpedo or something. And either way, it's just insane. I just can freely click Flare Blitz if Donphan isn't there, because Donphan can take a couple of hits, but not way too well since it doesn't have recovery. Whittling that thing down can be really cool. Rock Slide is there for the Volcarona 100% of the time. I'm not going to risk, I believe it doesn't even get Stone Edge. But Rock Slide is there even if it does get Stone Edge. It kills it. It does get Stone Edge. It kills Volcarona 100% of the time, every single time, unless he's like Charty Berry. But I do expect like a Z Giga Drain set or Primarina. Yeah, Rock Slide is basically only there for that. And it can also hit Thundy as well, in case I don't want to take recoil on anything. That could be definitely nice. Sucker Punch is there for Latios, because if he Scarf Latios, which might be a bring, to prevent Scarf Todoroki, I can Sucker Punch that thing, and oh boy, it does like a really good amount to it. Like Emboar, oh that's the wrong team. Emboar does like 70% to Latios with Sucker Punch, which is really good. And it's just something to be safe, you know. I don't want to risk him being Scarfed, because Scarf Latios makes sense, right? It like body bags my team, and I outspeed Scarf Todoroki, which I understand. He's probably going to bring it, but... And Super Power is there just so I can hit everything that doesn't resist Flare Blitz. So, I guess Latios doesn't resist that, but it gets bopped by Sucker Punch after Chip and stuff. Sharpedo gets bopped by this. Donphan doesn't really want to take it as well. And yeah, Super Power is there just so I don't have to click Flare Blitz. Let's say I don't have to click Flare Blitz on one turn. I can just Super Power and just bop something. I put Super Power over Wild Charge because it also hits it a Registeel and the Regice, even though Flare Blitz does hit those very well. I just have trouble seeing what sets he could bring that could handle the set. Like, he's not going to bring a move on Volcarona to hit Emboar, because I barely brought it all season, and I feel like he's just not going to bring it. Doesn't make sense. But this thing is a really good breaker against his team, and it's going to put in work, man. And that leads us to Chople Kyurem Black. This thing is EV'd so that it can live a Z Focus Blast from Thundurus 100% of the time, because as you can see, we get bodied by Thundy. We get absolutely bodied by Thundy. So having a failsafe, I believe regular Focus Blast does not kill after rocks, but Z Focus Blast definitely kills after rocks, I believe. I'll double check the calcs. 244 special attack hits everything on his team with Ice Beam and Earth Power. It's like the majority of his team, man. Rock Slide is there so I can kill Volcarona 100% of the time. If he's not running Z Fire, then Kyurem can take one hit and kill it with Rock Slide. So it's a really good failsafe for that. And yeah, 148 speed is there so that I can outspeed things like the in case he wants to go like Scarf Florges or something. Yeah, if max speed Florges, that's what I outspeed. And Iron Head is there for the Florges. He could have a Beery Berry, which could definitely be a bring, but you know, Chople Berry is going to be really good. I need to keep this thing as healthy as possible, and this is a really good lead in case he wants to lead like Thundy to U-turn and stuff like that. He doesn't have the best switch-ins to Ice Beam that doesn't get hit by Iron Head, like Regice, Registeel. I can Earth Power that every time. He could Thunder Wave me, granted. Sharpedo's not a switch-in. He's probably not going to stand anyways, but you know, like, Kyurem is just good in this match. It's our failsafe for Thundy in case it gets to +2. I don't know if I live a Z Focus Blast. I'm pretty sure I don't. But I believe I do live a regular one, maybe? Actually, why am I running that then? Why am I running minus the def nature? Is there a reason for that? I guess it's for mock punching Girder, but I'm lowering defense every time though. What's this? Plus special attack minus defense, that's mild. That may come to haunt me later, in case he does bring Girder, which is definitely a bring, man. It puts in work. He can mock punch this and this, and it gets walled by Kiana, so that's really good. That's the main reason I brought Kiana, but yeah, in general, this thing puts in work. Hits the majority of his team for super effective damage. And next up, we have a really bulky Scissor. 2 liquidations from, or 2 crunches from Mega Sharpedo cannot 2-hit KO us, or cannot kill us, rather. You turn Bullet Punch Roost Toxic. I was thinking about putting HP Rock on there, but, you know, like, in the meme battle, he saw me have HP Rock, and I don't think he's gonna do that. I think he's probably gonna have a Charty Berry, I don't know. But I didn't want HP Rock just because it's too risky, and if he switches in something else on this thing, I can just Toxic it. Like Donphan, I saw that Donphan was a switch into Scissor every single time. Last time we played in a real battle, not the meme one. So getting that whittled down is really good for Endeavor. It's like really good for Endeavor. We can obviously chew every hit that's thrown at us. And Bullet Punch does some pretty sizable work, as well as U-Turn. U-Turn is really good for momentum. So I can scout out what his switch-ins are. If he wants to switch in Volcarona and get a Flame Body burn. Like I have options when it comes to Scissor, right? I can U-Turn or I can Toxic the incoming Donphan. I do expect him to bring the Donphan though, because it's going to handle my Emboar, and it's going to handle my Scissor really well as as Crocodile. So I do expect him to bring that. And yeah, Fat Scissor puts in work here. It's a really good switch on a Mega Sharpedo, which otherwise destroys me after +1 boost. But yeah, next up we have, speaking of destroying things, we have Choice Specs Primarina. I like Primarina as a Pokemon. I feel like I have not used it to the level that it should be. It's a fantastic wall breaker, and Choice Specs, insane. Surf over Hydro Pump because I don't need to risk missing. Like, Surf is going to bot Donphan, Volcarona. It's going to hit Registeel hard anyway. Same thing with, like, Thundy and stuff. Like, those aren't going to be taking Surfs. Everything that Hydro Pump would hit, Surf KOs anyway. You know what I mean? Moonblast is there, so he can't freely switch in Latios or Sharpedo. And Dual Stab is just really good against his team. Like, the only thing that comes close to resist is, like, I don't even know. Like Registeel or Regice, but those don't have recovery, right? So I can whittle them down with a Moonblast or a Surf, whatever I choose to go for. Like, those walls are gonna get whittled down, and I do have something that can, like, bop those things in Emboar, you know? Like, Emboar completely destroys Registeel and Regice. So Endeavor and Merity have really good breaking power in this matchup. They synergize really well offensively, and yeah, I believe 60 base. I believe this EV spread outspeeds stuff like I believe it outspeeds Florges with no speed, or Decidueye with no speed. I don't remember which one. Ice Beam is rare for the Decidueye, of course, because I don't want to get walled by that. And Psychic is there for the Weezing. I don't expect him to switch in Weezing to this thing at all, but if I'm locked into Moonblast, that's going to be no good. I mean, I could put like a HP Fighting or whatever, HP Fire, for the 2 Regis, but it's just not worth it. Whittling that thing down with Surf or Moonblast or whatever, it's just going to put in work. Has no recovery. No way to heal that back up unless he's Rest or something, which is very unconventional, but I just like this set a lot in this matchup. It breaks walls. I believe Thundy can't one-shot me ever, unless it's +2. So that's really good information. Crocodile, a really fat Crocodile. We outspeed something. His Wax Speed tiers are like really good for me because I outspeed Max Speed Florges, because I've seen offensive Florges work at OP Jellicent. I've seen Max Speed, Max Special Attack Florges with Moonblast, HP Fire, stuff like that. So I'm not trying to get in the mix of that. I ran EVs for speed just to be safe. It's really good. This is probably going to be my lead, potentially. I can Pursuit Trap things that are low, like the Latios. Latios can't kill me with anything. And in the mock, his Latios got walled by Crocodile. He had like Roost, Calm Mind, Thunderbolt, and like Psychic or something. And he needs Thunderbolt to hit Merity in some way, shape, or form. So if he's Calm Mind, that's really good for me. And if he brings Ice Beam, we can take one and Pursuit it. I don't have Knockoff because he's probably going to be like Scarf anyway. Taunt is really good for me because it prevents Florges from defogging, prevents Weezing from getting up T-Spikes, but I'm not saying I'm on those things anyway. Also prevents Donphan from setting up Rocks as well, Decidueye from setting up as well, Registeel, Regice. Taunt is really good. Rocks are there because I need to whittle down Volcarona. Everything that wants to take a hit from either of these two, Merity or Endeavor, I need to have Rocks up to chip those things down. Max HP 224 in attack. I believe it kills with Pursuit anyways. On Latios if he switches out. So Crocodile is going to be our rocker for this game. It has a decent matchup as well. Like Volcarona, if he's not carrying Bug Stab, then this thing can also put in work. Earthquake does a ton. He could carry Will-O-Wisp, but if he has Will-O-Wisp, that's fantastic because then Endeavor like switches in on that thing all day. So please run Will-O-Wisp. Now our last Mon. Notice that our team kind of got 6-0'd by Girder. Obviously Merity can revenge it and stuff like that, but I need a solid switch in to Girder because that thing's a monster, man. That thing's a monster. It takes a hit from Endeavor and like does so much with Drain Punch, and it has Mach Punch for Bindi and Totodile potentially, Fire Punch for Asuka, Poison Jab for Merity. Like offensively, Girder kind of wipes my team, so I had to have something to you know, handle that. So we have Static here. It could be Guts potentially on Girder, which makes sense, right? Because I have T-Spikes, I can Willow things, I can Toxic, Discharge. With all the pairs that Zapdos is getting with Discharge and Static. This thing's really good switching to Girder. That's all I got it for, really. It can take hits from Sharpedo, hopefully get a Static, but that's not why it's there. Donphan can't really touch us unless it has like Toxic or something. Thundurus, it's really Spadef to handle Thundurus well. Discharge 2-hit KOs Thundurus, I believe. So that's really nice. Defog is there because I don't want him setting up T-Spikes or Rocks or anything like that. I do expect him to bring like Donphan and Registeel, so I don't want those things just sitting in front of this thing and getting free hazards. I can Toxic those things as well. Things like Regice, things like Donphan as well, because Donphan can't really touch us besides like Stone Edge and Ice Shard. Or Toxic, of course, but I can Toxic those things down, whittle it down again for Endeavor to either break walls or just sweep the game, honestly. Just sweeping the game can be really clutch. And yeah, Toxic is really good just to whittle down as well as Florges. If it has Heal Bell, it might have Heal Bell, but I can sit in front of that thing as well, unless it's like Calm Mind. And if he's Calm Mind Heal Bell, then he's like mono attacking, and that means Asuka walls. So yeah. That's the team, man. I feel like I have a really good team. I mean, that's just the story of it. Endeavor and Merity are going to be huge. My leads are probably going to be Kyurem, because I do expect him to lead either the Donphan or the Thundy in my mocks. So I can Ice Beam those, take a Z fighting from, whatchamacallit, Thundurus. I can kill it with an Ice Beam. It's really cool how that works. I can Earth Power the Weezing if it tries to set up T-Spikes. So this is a really good lead. I'll see the matchup when it gets there, but this is probably going to be a lead. I like our team, man. I see no flaws in it. I mean, there's obviously going to be flaws. Like, Endeavor is a really good cleaner late game. It's been a while since I recorded one of these, so if I seem like really out of whack, I haven't recorded NCL or a Teambuilder in like 50 years due to school and stuff. But yeah, man, we're 1-1. Against Matt, and I'm trying to advance the next round of the playoffs. It did, so yeah, man. The battle will go up tomorrow. I'm playing him shortly after I'm recording this, so fingers crossed, man. I want to go to the next round of the playoffs, bro. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means the world to me, and like always, have a swell day. Peace.